Hello children, this is Kajal Makadia and I welcome you all in my channel English. Different types of sentences allow us to express ourselves clearly. Using a variety of sentences adds interest in our writing and speaking. To communicate very smoothly and effectively, we need to use different types of sentences. And for learning different types of sentences, we must know the function of the sentences and the correct structure. So, to learn that, let us start our video. Let us understand it with the group of words. Dog, Rahul, with his pet, playing, enjoys. It's quite confusing. It does not make any sense, right? Let us understand it with a picture. One boy is playing with a dog and which is his pet dog and is actually enjoying it. Alright? So, when we arrange this group of words, it becomes a sentence. So, what is sentence? The definition of sentence is, it is a group of words arranged in a proper order to make a complete sense. Now, let's go ahead. Sentences contain a subject and predicate, and it conveys a statement, question, exclamation, or command. All sentences begin with capital letter and end with punctuations. Sentences are classified by their purpose. That means with which purpose we want to make a sentence. Assertive sentences are used to tell, interrogatives are used to ask something, imperatives tell us to do something, and exclamatory expresses our strong feelings. Assertive sentence, which is also called as declarative sentence, always gives us a statement. Assertive or declarative sentence assert or declare a statement, feeling, opinion, incident, event, history, or anything is called an assertive statement. Next type of sentence is interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentence is used to ask question, to ask the information. And the third is imperative. Imperative sentences generally when we want to make request or when we want to order someone, give command or sometimes give suggestion or advice, at that time we are using imperative sentence. We tell someone, we suggest someone to do something, we request someone to do something. The last type of sentence is exclamatory, which always conveys strong emotions or excitements like fear, anger, happiness, sadness, disgust, and many other feelings. So I hope till now we have cleared the purposes, okay, for which purpose we have to use which type of sentence. Now we need to understand the use of punctuations in different sentences. As I told you that in all the different types of sentences we have to use punctuations, but it depends on the sentence. If the sentence is declarative or assertive, we use full stop. If the sentence is interrogative, we use question mark. Again, if the sentence is imperative, we use full stop. That means in assertive and in imperative we have to use full stop, and in exclamatory we have to use exclamation mark. So these three punctuations are used in all four types of sentences. Now let us understand all the different types of sentences one by one. Let's start with first one, that is assertive or declarative sentences. The usual word order for the declarative or assertive sentence is subject plus verb. Assertive sentences are of two types, affirmative and negative. We call positive also to affirmative sentences. Hema reads a novel. She does not read a newspaper. We watched movie yesterday. We did not watch serial yesterday. The common thing we find in both types of sentences, both affirmative and negative, is the structure. That means subject plus verb. We can find subject and verb in the beginning of the affirmative and negative sentences. The difference is, in negative sentences we use the negative words like not. Second common thing is, both the type of sentences tell us about something or someone. The third common thing is, all these two types of sentences use full stop at the end. So we need to understand the structure, its purpose and the punctuation. Alright, now let's understand next type, that is interrogative. Now we already know that interrogate means to ask, to inquire. So here we will find the questions, and questions are of two types, yes no questions and WH questions. Well, actually it is an interesting sentence. Could you imagine life without questions? No, never. In fact, interrogative sentences allow us to gather information and clear up our confusions, our doubts, our queries. Alright? And an open-ended question usually begin with a question word, that is WH word, who, whom, whose, what, when, where. So we may get many different kinds of informations regarding place, person, reason, time and many. So using the interrogative questions we can gather up this kind of informations. First type of question, that is yes no type of questions, tells us just whether the given information is correct or not. It gives the answer in yes or no. Whereas the second type of interrogative sentence is WH questions. Okay, so now let us understand few common things in both the types of sentences. So as we all know that in interrogative sentences we are using the structure like verb comes first, then subject, then again verb. Alright. If it is yes no type of question, this much is enough. But if it is WH type of question, initially we use WH word, then verb plus subject and again verb. This is the common structure we have to use in both yes no type of question as well as WH questions. The second common thing is the function, or we can say the purpose. The purpose behind using such sentences is to seek information. Alright, and the third and the last common thing is the punctuation used in it. Which punctuation do we use in question? Yes, of course, question mark. So these three things are always found in interrogative sentences. So always remember this. Now the third type of sentence is imperative sentences. Now in imperative sentences, as we had seen in the beginning, that the function or the purpose of this kind of sentences is to make a request or to give advice or suggestion, sometimes to give order or command. So in such sentences we tell someone to do something. So this is the function of imperative sentences. Now next thing is the structure. As we are saying in all the sentences, here the structure would be V1. because as we are telling someone to do something, so that particular action verb would be used in the beginning of the sentence. So here the sentence starts with V1, or else sometimes if we want to add some politeness, we use the word please also before V1. So let us check out these examples. First example is write whenever you get a chance. Here we can see that the sentence begins with V1, that is write. And if we want to give negative command, we use don't also before that particular action verb, like don't make noise, don't waste your time, okay, don't run fast, and so on. In the second example, we can see don't stay out at night. So the sentence begins with don't, and after don't we can find V1 action verb stay. It is a negative command. And the third is please open the door quickly. Here someone has told someone to open the door quickly, but as he or she wanted to say it politely, please is added before that action verb. Okay. The third thing which is important is the punctuation. Now we had seen before we started the explanation that full stop is used both in assertive and imperative. So here in imperative sentence again we will repeat the use of the full stop. Lastly, let's note one thing, that the subject in such sentences is usually you. It is not written, but it is understood. In this example, you can see cut the cake. So here the sentence starts with V1, that is cut, but no subject is mentioned here. But it is quite understood that it is addressed to you. That means the subject is you. Alright, and now the last type of sentence, that is exclamatory sentences. The function of exclamatory sentence is to express strong emotions or strong feelings. An exclamatory sentence or exclamation is actually a more forceful version of a declarative sentence. In other words, an exclamatory sentence makes a statement just like a declarative or assertive sentence, but it also conveys an excitement. So you will find two types of structures in exclamatory sentences. First, which either starts with what and how, or else you can find the use of interjections in such sentences. So let us understand it with the use of examples. In first example, we can see what a noise they made. Here after what we have used noun noise, and after that subject they and verb made is used, and at the end which punctuation is used? Exclamation mark. Alright. So the same structure you will find in all other three sentences also, but there may be noun sometimes in some sentences. Along with noun you may find adjective also. See the second sentence, what a silly man he is. So here man is noun, and what kind of man? Silly. So here adjective is also used along with noun, and then as usual subject and verb, he subject, is verb, and then at the end exclamation mark. Now third sentence, how nice it was. Here again we have used only adjective nice, and in the last sentence, how sweetly she spoke. So here instead of adjective or noun and adjective or noun, we have used adverb. Adverb, what does adverb do? Adverb adds something to the verb. how the action is done, where the action was done. So it shows how the action was done. Okay, so how sweetly she spoke. Here, after how sweetly adverb is used, and then as usual subject she and verb spoke, and at the end exclamation mark. So in all four sentences you can find one thing common, that we have to use what or how, and then we use either noun or noun adjective, and then adverb. And after this use of adjective or adverb, we are always using subject and verb, and then exclamation mark. Now let us see the example of sentences in which interjections are used. So interjection are the words which shows strong feelings with just use of one word, like great, wow, hooray, alas, ah. So all these words shows strong emotions. So we need not use what or how in such sentences. Even if you will be using assertive sentence after such interjection, it would be expressing the same strong emotions. In such sentences, after interjection, after the words which shows the emotions, we are using exclamation mark. Like in first sentence, great. After great, we have used exclamation mark. And then simple, assertive sentence, that is a brilliant idea, and that full stop. So it is not compulsory all the time. You will not find assertive sentence after such interjection. Sometimes we may use interrogative sentence also. Sometimes after interjection also, again we can use some another exclamation mark after the assertive sentence. So here one exclamation mark is used, that is after great. After great, in assertive sentence, after that we have not used exclamation mark, simply we have used full stop. So sometimes in some sentences, instead of this simple assertive sentence, we may use exclamation at the end, or we may use interrogative sentence, or we may else use what or how type of exclamatory sentences also after interjection. But most of the time after such interjections we use only assertive sentence and full stop at the end. You can see the same thing in all four sentences also. Wow, exclamation mark, you have got a cool car, full stop. Hooray, exclamation mark, we have won the match, full stop. Alas, Rishi Kapoor is no more. After alas, exclamation mark, and after the end of assertive sentence, full stop. Ah, the place is so crowded. After ah, there is an exclamation mark, and after the assertive sentence, the place is so crowded, we have used full stop. So in all these five sentences we can find the same structure, that is use of interjection in the beginning, then exclamation mark, and then assertive sentence and full stop at the end. So we have seen two types of sentences in exclamatory. First what and how in the beginning, and then adjective or adverb, and then subject verb. And this is the second type where we are using interjections in the beginning, which follows by assertive sentence and then use of full stop. Still, I would like to remind you once more that sometimes we write just assertive sentence, and then at the end, instead of using full stop, we are using exclamation mark. So this is also one way to write the exclamatory sentences to show our strong emotions. All right. Now, dear children, be ready for the quiz. But before we start it, I want you to revise it once. Pause your video and just go through it before we start. So, should we start now? Yes, let's start. Well, the first question is, the form of declarative sentence is verb plus subject plus verb, or what or how plus adjective or adverb, or V1 or don't plus V1, or subject plus verb. Let us select verb plus subject plus verb. Oops, it's incorrect. Why it is wrong? Because declarative sentence form is subject plus verb. Alright, anyways, let's move to the next question. Our next question is, choose the appropriate punctuation. Would you accompany me to the movie theater? What will you use? Full stop, comma, exclamation, or question mark? It is very easy, right? With the tone of the sentence, we can just assume. Let us click on exclamation. Oops, again wrong. Why wrong? Because in exclamation mark, either we use interjection or else we use what or have in the beginning. But here we do not find anything like that. In fact, the sentence starts with verb and then subject comes. So it is question mark. Alright. Next, the function of a declarative sentence is to dash someone about something. It's very easy. The very first type of sentence. Let us click on tell. Yes, this time it's correct answer. Third, why did you write this passage? What kind of sentence is this? Now let us click on statement. Oh no. Dear children, we need to think before we click on the option. See, why is WH word, then did is the verb, and then you is subject, and at the end you can find a question mark punctuation also. So obviously it is a question. Anyways, the last quiz question is, which of the following choices is an example of a command? Let's select the third one. Put your plate in the sink. Yes, it is correct. Why is it correct? So you can see that in command we always use this type of sentence to give order or to make request. Alright, and the structure of such sentences is, it starts with V1 or don't plus V1, or sometimes it starts with please and then V1. So V1 is the main thing, and here we can see put, which is a V1 form, and it ends with full stop. And in this sentence we can see that the order is given to someone to put the plate. So before we click on the option, we need to think the purpose of the sentence, then we need to think over the structure, and then of course punctuation mark. So dear children, watch the video again and again so that you will be able to understand the topic clearly. And don't forget to share the video with your friends too.